My name is Amelia Carter. I'm 36, a marketing consultant from Portland, Oregon. I thought I was living well until recently. I'd been married to Ethan for almost a decade. We had our spats, of course, but I thought we were stable. If you are new, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Also, let us know where you are watching from recently, though. He'd been aloof. Fewer giggles during dinner, more I have work to get done in my office. I attributed it to stress. Real estate was a roller coaster, and Ethan wore his work on his shoulders like a boulder. A Saturday morning, cleaning out our walk-in closet, I noticed a brown envelope tucked behind some boxes. Divorce papers were inside, already completed, with my name typed neatly next to his. The only space left blank was his signature. I shook as I printed through the pages. Asset division, spousal maintenance, he'd checked none. Like all 10 years of my life had counted for nothing. Then something else escaped, a cream-colored card with heavy lettering, a wedding invitation. My breath suspended as I read the words. You are cordially invited to join in the marriage of Ethan James and Claire Williams. The wedding was only 3 weeks away. The wedding was to take place at a fancy vineyard in the Willamette Valley. My husband, still my husband, was getting married to someone else. I didn't sob, not yet. Underneath the stinging pain in my chest, something else ignited, rage. And with it, clear thinking. He hadn't served me yet. That meant I was stronger, and the invitation. It was more than a card, it informed me precisely where to attack. I put everything back with extreme care, leaving no evidence I'd even touched it. From then on, I vowed, Ethan would never witness my tears, only my strength. Later that day, when he arrived home with groceries like everything was fine, I smiled at him. I prepared his favorite pasta, laughed at his exhausted jokes, and kissed him good night. But secretly, my revenge had already started. Outside, I appeared to be the same devoted wife, but in truth, every action of mine was deliberate. I called my closest friend Sophie and explained everything to her. Reassuringly, she told me, document everything, don't let him know you know. So I did. I collected receipts, bank statements, documentation of my contributions. I slowly moved small sums from our shared account to mine. Enough to go unnoticed, but enough to create a cushion. At night, while Ethan showered, I rummaged through his phone. Texts from Claire made my stomach twist in knots. Can't wait to call you my husband. I took snapshots. His emails verified caterers, florists, photographers, even his lawyer's letters. Piece by piece, I constructed my arsenal. I acted the dutiful wife in public, smiling, laughing, pretending, but each day I was a soldier getting ready for war. 3 weeks had passed, and the wedding day finally came. I dressed carefully, a navy blue dress, pearl earrings, and a golden chain. Elegant, calm, unshakable. I placed our marriage certificate, screenshots, and bank statements in my handbag. When I got to the vineyard, everything was like a bridal magazine scene. Guests drank champagne, the rose, draped arbor. No one saw me sitting in the middle row, quiet. When the officiant declared, if anyone has reason why these two should not be joined, speak now, I rose to my feet. Every gaze followed as I descended the aisle, heels against stone. Ethan's grin crumbled the moment he laid eyes on me. I have a reason. I told him, voice steady, firm. I produced the marriage certificate. Ethan James is already married to me for 10 years, and here is the proof. Gasp shook the crowd. Claire's bouquet fell from her fingers. Her parents looked at Ethan in disgust. I gave Claire's father the papers and screenshots. The murmurs grew louder, The wedding was over. As security approached me, I whispered into Ethan's ear, "Check your bank account, sweetheart," and I walked away. When Ethan came home, the house was vacant. I had hired movers that morning to remove all the things I had bought, paid for, and donated. Even the light bulbs I bought were gone. On the living room floor, I left one envelope. "Since you wanted to divorce me, here's a head start." In it was a bank statement. Balance $0. I myself relocated to a new apartment in another part of town. The same week, I had Ethan's own attorney, Richard Evans, represent me and initiated proceedings for a divorce. Armed with proof of his affair, I asked not only for half of our property, but for spousal support for 5 years. Claire herself fled from him within 2 days of the embarrassment. His reputation was in shambles, his fortune vanished, and his perfect scheme had backfired on him. When Ethan confronted me one time, his voice pleading, he whispered, "You didn't have to go that far. You ruined me." I smiled. "No, Ethan, you ruined yourself. I just presented you with the bill." I signed the final divorce decree months later. I maintained my freedom, my finances, and my dignity. Sophie and I toasted over wine to survival, strength, and never letting a man underestimate us again. Some say revenge is petty. I say it's art, if executed with patience, precision, and style. And Ethan, he never had a clue.